Shalom. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who does lead and rule well. Salutations to all you hopeful like Akim, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And sincere Shalom also to you Akim and Akwaf, listening and learning, preparing yourselves here in these last days. And to the entire household of faith, fighting this good fight of faith, I want to say Shalom. This is your brother Daquad from the DC camp. Come back at you another lesson. And I'm going to entitle it, The Covenant of Grace. Recently, in the world of Israel, we've been having, or there's been a controversy over whether we are in the New Testament or New Covenant already, and that simply isn't the case. You have the new covenant, the old covenant, but right now we under the covenant of grace. As the Apostle Tahar said, we in between both covenants, the old and the new covenant. All right, so we are essentially under grace, and the confusion, when you read these scriptures, a lot of people, they going off of Esau's doctrine too, because they will read Luke 20. Let me get it real quick. I think it's Luke 22. Might be. It's Luke 22, and we read this during the Sabbath, But Luke 22 and 20, it says, likewise also the cup after supper, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you. And they think that because of that, that's when the New Testament began. And that's the same thing Esau says, But you got to have an understanding of all the covenants, or even the old covenant. And then what the new covenant is. Now, the old covenant, all right, which, or I would say, the first covenant or the old covenant, it's the agreement that was made between the Israelites and the Heavenly Father, on with Moses on Mount Sinai, all right. When the laws was given to us, it was given to us on the tablets. Now, what happened when you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter? It says if you keep these if you keep His sayings, then you're gonna be blessed, And if you don't, if you break them, then you're gonna be cursed. You're gonna be damned, and that's where our people was under. And then when Yahweh Shai came, He became that sacrifice. When His blood was shed, He became that sacrifice, But the New the New Covenant, is going to be with the same people, just better promises, where we be able to keep the laws. It's going to be written in our inward parts, and we're going to be caused to keep the Lord's way. So as long as we still sinning and dying, we're not under the New Testament, man, but we're under grace. So we wouldn't be, because of Yahweh Shai and that sacrifice He's made, we're not bound to be under the law. Now, that's what I want to get real quick. I'm going to get Romans the 16th chapter. Because if we was to be judged according to the law, we would be condemned. There would be nothing we can do, So we have that grace period, getting ourselves, showing the faith that we have in the Lord and following Him in spirit and in truth to the best of our abilities, man. But we know we can't keep it. We still sin daily. Under the new covenant, there's not going to be any sin. All right. What I say? Romans 6. Why I went to Luke. Romans 6 and I think this whole chapter is good, but I'm gonna get straight to the point. Romans 6 and 14, it says, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. All right. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. All right. Now, yeah, we're not under the law, but we under grace. It's just giving you that opportunity, you know, like if you do sin, that you're just not going to be condemned for it. As a matter of fact, I want to look at the etymology of that word. I'm going to go here. It says grace, God's unmerited favor, love, or help. I want to see, because they got favor, esteem, regard, pleasing quality, God, goodwill, gratitude. That's not exactly. I'm gonna have to get the definition. It's not what I wanted, but yeah, it makes sense that it would be that. All right. It's still mercy. A favor rendered by one who need not do so. And yeah, who need not do so. Let me see what it says here. I'm gonna go to the blue letter. Here we go. Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna get the scriptures I got listed. And this is Romans 6 and 14. I'm just trying to see what it says for grace here. Where is it? Boom. To be subject to the power of grace opposed to. I ain't saying nothing different. Alright. Yeah, it's not saying anything different. The spiritual condition of one governed by the power of divine grace. Alright. Alright, so let's do it. So yeah. We're not under the law, we're under grace. Because if you were under the law and you sin, then you're going to be, the wages of sin is death, man. But because of Yahweh Shai, we have the opportunity to have life. All right. But, you know, we still we're not in the New Testament yet, which I'm going to get, or the New Covenant yet, you know, because of what the New Covenant says, man. That's why it's pretty simple. It should be no confusion, but that's just, you know, what we able to see is who have the spirit of truth and the spirit of error on them, man. That's simply all it is, because the scriptures say in Proverbs, let me get that. It's plain to them that understand. All right, this is Proverbs 8 and verse 8. It says, I'm going to start at 6 or 5. It says, O ye simple, Proverbs 8 and 5. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. All right, they are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. And, you know, if you're doing the will of the Lord, then you're going to understand his doctrine, man. You know? But a lot of you living according to your own will, and you're unable to understand these words that are plain. You know? The doctrine is simple, man. You know? I want to see. Or another word for plain is straight. They are all straight to him who understands. The NET, whatever version that is, it says, all of them are clear to the discerning and upright to those who find knowledge. So it's clear. These scriptures is clear. And we can read it, you know, but you still going to have an argument about it, you know? So, you know, let's get some of these scriptures. All right. because you got Moses talked about it. You had Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all talked about it, man. The new covenant. Where is that? I had it. Yeah, Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they all alluded to the new covenant, man. And that was what? The promise that the Most High will forgive sin, and restore the fellowship with the children of Israel, man. Because they, you do some research, they're going to say all humanity. This is how you know that Yahushua only came and died for his people. He came to redeem his people who were what? Under the curse of the law, according to the covenant that they break, or we break, right? Yeah, we had to be strict, under strict obedience to the Mosaic law, which was impossible for us to keep, man. And then what? We had to perform those daily sacrifices in order to atone for sin. So when Yahushua died, he became that sacrifice, so that we no longer have to atone for sin. But we do have to atone for it, and our bodies is becoming a living sacrifice. That's where that faith comes into play. You have to have faith in Yahushua. And what? We have to work out our own salvation, with fear and trembling. And we have to do it until the very end. And until the end of our faith is when Yahushua is going to come. Until then, we're not there. Until Yahushua come and we be changed. All right? And then that's when we really going to get the laws written in our inward parts, man. Now I understand that parts of the law, some, because I did the video, some of it is being written in our inward parts right now. We're being transformed. But the full transformation is going to come when Yahushua comes back and we are changed. All right. Let me see. This is Deuteronomy 29. No, that's not it. Salakia. All right, so let me get what Moses talked about it. This is Deuteronomy. Oh, damn. Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. All right. This Deuteronomy 30, I'm going to start at the top. Yeah. It says, restoration promised. All right, it says, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse. Like I said, you read Deuteronomy 28th chapter. It's also in Leviticus. It says, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahweh thy power have driven thee, and shalt return unto Yahweh thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahweh thy power have scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And this hasn't happened yet, And Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. This is part of the blessings, right? And it says, and Yahweh thy power will make thee plenteous in every work of thine hand, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of the land, And I'm reading this for a reason, because it's going, when I get the other scriptures, you know, that's talking about the new covenant, you're going to see that that's what this is talking about. The blessings. It says, in the fruit of thy cattle and in the fruit of thy land for good. For Yahweh will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers. All right. All right, that's what I wanted right there, you know. And he talked about what the Lord circumcising the heart, man, you know, and the hearts of our seed, you know. Now this is the Jeremiah predicting the new covenant. This is Jeremiah 31, and listen to the words, right? Jeremiah 31. And I'm going to start at verse 27. All right. It says, a new covenant. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will sow to the house of Israel and to the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass that, like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith Yahweh. All right, and because we went through that period where we was being broken down, man, you know, and it's a time to break down, and it's also going to be a time to build up, you know. It says, in those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten our sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. But everyone shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. Now here's the point. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husbandman to them, saith Yahweh. Now, that's when that marriage first happened, man, right? When we became joined to the Lord with the covenant. Now, what is it? What's talked about also when we're gonna come down as a bride? All right, you know, we being a bride being made ready, you know, and then that's when it's gonna be cemented, you know. The new covenant is gonna be cemented, man. All right. It says, verse 33, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh, for they all shall know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Now, the fact that we even having this debate shows that we're not in the New Testament. You know, that the fact that there is even confusion, because there ain't gonna be no confusion, man. It says from the least unto the greatest, meaning all of us Israelites. All right, you still got Jake out here that don't know who the fuck they are, man. So only the Israelites that know that they Israelites is under the new covenant. You know? No, it says all of them is going to know. It said we're not going to have to teach every man his neighbor no more. That's the new covenant, man. You know? Because it's going to be written in our inward parts. And then our offsprings is going to grow up in that. You know? We're going to be a whole different transformed people, man. Don't you see? You know? This is also in Hebrews, the 8th chapter. But it was something I wanted. Because it said, what's covenant? Break. Let me see that. I wanted to get a point real quick. According to all the curses of the covenant that are written in the book of the law. Let's do Deuteronomy 29 again. All right. Now I'll just get Hebrews 8, where I was going to get. All right. Now this is parallel to Jeremiah the 31st chapter. This is Hebrews 8 and 7. It says, "For this is talking about a better ministry." This is talking about well, I'll get it. Jeremiah, Hebrews 8 and 7. "For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second, for finding fault with them," because we weren't perfect, man. This is why we need to be changed. "For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah," showing you that it's just for us, just for the Israelites. Not because they want to say, you listen to Esau and he going to say that the Lord opened up the covenant to the Gentiles. All right. Now, we were those Gentiles, as it says in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, man. Make sure I'm saying that's the correct scripture. Yeah. Evil ones. Well, Ephesians 2nd chapter is good, but it also says in 1 Corinthians 12 and 2 is the exact words, where it says, "Ye know that ye were Gentiles." All right. Anyways, that was a quick segue. Let me come back. Hebrews 8 and 9. "Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant," because we broke him. We didn't keep his laws. "And I regarded them not, saith the Lord." Meaning, that's why when it talks about the fulfillment of the new covenant, "I will be their power, and they shall be my people. And he shall not be ashamed of us," man. It says, "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more." Now, being under the grace, we can still be forgiven for it, but we still do sin, and we have yet to be perfect in faith, but we have yet to be perfected, and this is why we still die. We still in these bodies, man. For I will be merciful. Verse 13, "In that he saith, a new covenant he have made, the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away." All right. Now it's going to fully vanish when this new one is established, man. But right now we just under, like I said, the covenant of grace. All right. So let me get some more. Yeah, man. It starts with that inward transformation, man, which that starts on this side, but then we're going to be fully transformed. See, if that transformation isn't started already, on this, then you're not going to, when the Lord comes, you're not going to be changed. It's just a simple fact that this covenant, or the first covenant, was based on the strict adherence to the law, right? And we had to do our own sacrifices, man, and then under grace is just through Yahweh Shai, but we still working our bodies is that living sacrifice, we still, we servants of Yahweh Shai, what else do I want? I got that. Now remember, when Yahweh Shai comes, it says we're going to receive the end of our faith, but I wanted to get 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. I'm going to start at 13. All right. It says, "For those who died in Hamashiach," Oh, matter of fact, because the scriptures say, that we've been made ministers of the new covenant, which is 2 Corinthians 3:6. It says, who also have made us able ministers of the new covenant, not of the letter, but of the spirit. For the letter killeth, which is talking about the law, but the spirit giveth life. But what does it mean to be ministers of the new covenant, man? You serving as representatives or messengers of this new agreement that's going to be established by Yahushua, between the Most High and the Israelites, man. Because he is that mediator of the new covenant. But we are, just like we teaching the gospel, the good news, we are ministers of that. We teaching of that, Once it's fully established, we're not going to have to do that anymore, man. So let me jump to what I was saying. 1 Thessalonians 4:13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep or who have died, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Which it says God will bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall ascend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. All right, hold up. That wasn't the one I wanted, but that was on along the same lines. I think I was thinking of Corinthians. Yeah, it's also Revelation. This is you read Matthew's. I think the 24th chapter. When Yahushua is going to come in his glory. It's all talking about the same things, man. You gotta piece it together. But I think let me get Corinthians real quick. 1 Corinthians 15. All right. In 50, it says the mystery of the resurrection. It says, now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Now, the kingdom and the new covenant go hand in hand, man. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. And this goes hand in hand with Thessalonians we just read. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. All right. And Yahushua showed that. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, which gives us the victory through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So, thanks be to the Most High, which gives us the victory through Yahushua HaMashiach. Because he gave us the opportunity, It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So we still got, we still have to hope and have to have faith, because it ain't in yet, But essentially, Yahushua inaugurated this. Let me look up that word, inauguration. This new covenant, but it's not fully there yet. It's the inauguration says the beginning or introduction of a system, policy, or period. All right, it's been introduced, but it's not fully established yet, man. Okay. So Yahushua, his sacrifice, his work that he's done, it paved the way, But the full realization is going to occur when the Lord comes back, and then we just like the first covenant, You know, when we became his wife, Yahweh's wife, when it's established on this side, that's when it's going to happen, man. You know, we're going to be placed in our land. All right. So yeah, he opened up the possibility of the new covenant into us, man. You know, and again, the beginning of that spiritual transformation starts, man. You know, but the fulfillment and the complete realization of it is going to happen when the Lord returns. All right. Let me see. Is it Revelation 21? Let me get that real quick. Yeah, the new heaven and new earth. It says, and I, Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Again, and look at the crowning. You go into the Apocrypha. You know, this is when it's going to be cemented. All right. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. And you see how that goes hand in hand with all the other things of the new covenant, you know? And the power and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. You see that? No more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And that's when that old covenant is fully going to be passed away, man. You know? So like I said, man, these things just go hand in hand. All right? You can read 22 as well, you know? But we're not going to have nothing impure in the new kingdom, man. You know? That's why we have to be changed. Revelation 21:27, the last verse, it says, and there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Okay. So again, it's not fully fulfilled yet, man. All right. So right now, until then, we are under that covenant of grace, you know. But eventually, when the Lord returns, we're gonna be fully in it. All right. But right now, like I said, as ministers, like Paul said, he espoused you into one husband, man, that they can present us as blameless. What's that? Ephesians. I don't know exactly which one that is, but this is I'm going to just read this one. Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Hamashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot nor wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. All right. And that's what when Yahushua died, he gave us that opportunity to be able to learn this word, so that the word is no longer pretty much locked. All right. The Yahushua loosed the seals, man. You know. 2 Corinthians 11:2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach. All right. So that's the day that we're looking for, man. You know, and that's when the Lord comes, man, we're going to receive the end of our faith. We're going to have no need of having faith, because the promises are going to be fulfilled at that point, man. You know, we're not going to need the grace, you know, because we're not going to sin. We're not going to, it says he's going to cause us to know him. I don't think I got it, Ezekiel. You know, Ezekiel the 36th chapter. Let me get that real quick and then I'll close. Salakia. This is the last one I want to get. And it says the mountains of Israel shall be blessed, man. That's when you're going to realize it, man. You know? What the? 27. I'm going to start at 24. Ezekiel 36 verse 24 says, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. Then," and that's, the Lord has to come for that to happen. "Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you." You think you clean already? You know? "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh." It's consistent, you know, with the other prophecies of the New Testament. "And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I give your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your God." Again, you know, and we're going to be in the land at that point. He says, I will also save you from your uncleanness, and I will call for corn and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And we still going to have to go through that period. So what is that talking about? You know? "And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and increase the field, and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen." So that's when we're going to be blessed. "Then shall you remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. Not for your sakes do I this, saith the Lord Yahweh. Be it known unto you, be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in that day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the wastes shall be builded, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, Yahweh, build the ruined places and plant that was desolate. I, Yahweh, have spoken it, and I will do it. All right. Hey, man. And that is consistent with the blessings, man. And that's when the new covenant is really going to be established, man. So, Lord's willing, that was edifying. Until the next lesson, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Till the next one, I want to say Shalom.